owners of Every Mum, we realized that parents often really struggle with making purchasing decisions around baby products because there are so many on the market. They're really expensive, and of course you want to do the best thing for your baby and you want to buy the best products that you can afford. So what we realized when we actually had a look at the market was actually that there were no independently verified awards that helped consumers make that all-important decision. So we set out to actually solve this problem and so launched the National Parenting Product Awards to really guide parents through that purchasing decision.
These awards promote excellence in the industry. They're all about celebrating the products and the brands that parents truly feel are the most effective in the market and that they really trust the most. So from Kantar's perspective, it's really exciting to be involved and manage the research that actually feeds into crowning the winners of these awards.
So when we launched the National Parenting Product Awards, it was really important for us to source a research partner that shared the ethos and believed in what it was that we were trying to achieve. We didn't want a research supplier, we wanted a research partner. And so we went out, we put it out to tender, and Kantar stood out head and shoulders above the rest. Not only because of their expertise, their methodology, their experience, but also because of their shopper panel data. So we knew that a lot of the brands who would be entering into the awards, entering their products into the awards, would be familiar with Kantar and would be used to using that data. So there was a level of credibility and expertise that Kantar brought to it that we really sought to include as a feature of the National Parenting Product Awards.
It's been a fantastic partnership between Zahra and Kantar over the last number of years, and the credibility of these awards is extremely important. So the fact that Zahra trusts us to manage the data that ultimately feeds into these awards is great. It's really important that Kantar apply a rigorous research approach that puts product evaluation and at the heart of the research approach. So any brand entering a product in the NPPAs can be absolutely assured that every brand is on a level playing field and the research is fair, transparent and robust. These awards are truly independent. There's no brand sponsorship, there's no brand linkage. Essentially, Zahra trusts Kantar to manage the entire process that feeds into the data that crowns the winners of these awards every year. It's important that these awards are robust, transparent, fair. So every year we have over 2,000 parents, nationally representative of young families in Ireland, take part in the evaluation. We have a panel of experts in the industry for that extra layer of validation and verification on these awards. So essentially, any parent buying a product that has won in these awards truly knows that it's the most effective in that category.
And that's kind of exciting for us too, because we don't know who the winners are either. So it's always an exciting time just up to the lead of the actual award ceremony to get that call from you and receive that Excel spreadsheet of who the winners were. You know?
Absolutely. Every year, the team in Kantar, as the data comes out and we're reviewing the rankings, it's incredibly exciting. Everyone has their favorite products. You're waiting to see, is it the same products that retained their spot from the previous year? Are we seeing newcomers and new innovative products climbing up the rankings? So it's such an exciting process to be involved in.
There have been a few surprises over the years.
There have.
So when we started the NPPAs, the methodology that we used was actually hall tests. So we would take the products to 3 different testing centres around Ireland, and we would have days of testing with consumers and then a few days with the experts as well. But obviously that has had to pivot and change over the years.
Yeah, every year we look to optimise the research approach for the awards, but in 2020, as a result of the global pandemic and putting the health and safety of consumers and our experts at the forefront, we migrated all aspects of the NPPAs online. However, this obviously resulted in a full national spread, broader national spread for the research, and it allowed parents that couldn't take part in the evaluation get involved, which has been fantastic.
Absolutely. And that gave us a larger, nationally representative sample, which is always so important with the research.
Yeah, Yeah, there's been so many. I mean, over the years, time and time again, we see how reliant parents are on those they trust the most in terms of product recommendations. So, that is other parents. And we know that the majority of parents will be influenced by a product that has won an award. 63% of our parents claim to be influenced by a product that's won an award, and they claim that that's going to influence them 3 times more than a product that's promoted by a social media influencer. So it's always a stat that I think gets a lot of attention. We know that 53%, 1 in 2 of our parents actually seek out award-winning products. So there's absolutely no doubt the competitive advantage that winning an NPPA gives to a brand.
And I think having that level of insight is always just such a wonderful thing for brand managers and brand owners to help them market their products more effectively. So, it's certainly something that they value a lot, is that level of insight. Each year we see so many new products coming onto the market. The baby and parenting product market is so crowded. And so anything that can give a brand a competitive advantage and make them stand out amongst their competitors is a win, because ultimately that increases sales.
There's no doubt that winning an NPPA accolade gives a brand a competitive advantage. Ultimately, it heightens the credibility of that brand and essentially will lead to new potential customers.
The best way that a parent can tell whether a product has won an NPPA award is simply to check the product packaging. Over the years, we have seen more and more product winners and award winners adding that valuable mark to their product packaging, which really just makes the decision-making process that much easier. But what was really exciting to see over the last few years is the winners putting massive marketing campaigns behind their wins. So for instance, last year's, the retailers went head to head in terms of point of sale materials, shelf wobblers, adding the logo to television ads and radio ads. So it really just brings it to the forefront. And then we at Every Mum support that through a big social media campaign. And there's also a dedicated section on the website that parents can visit when they're looking to make a purchasing decision. It's all very neatly divided by categories, and then just for ease of reference, they can just look at the category that they're looking to buy a product in and see who the winners were, which helps them make their product decision.
It's all about it coming to life on awards day. You're in the room with all the brand managers and you truly know how much it means to them. The excitement is palpable, and as you're reading out the awards, you can really truly see how much it means to the people who've put the blood, sweat and tears in behind the scenes, and actually seeing their product win it's really exciting, and it's really exciting to be part of that.
Absolutely. And I think it's always, I suppose, particularly exciting when you see the challenger brands who have seemingly come from nowhere winning in a category, and just seeing them sitting side by side to the industry kind of giants and more established brands, and just how much it means to them is just something that is so exciting. But one of the other things that has also been a highlight for me over the years is just how brands have used the learnings from the research to change their product formulations, to change their packaging, to better suit the needs of consumers. So for that, it just says that, the NPPAs are truly purposeful. They are helping brands be the best that they can be and helping consumers navigate those really tricky waters of choosing the best products for their babies.
Yeah, it's great for Kantar to be able to deep dive into responses from consumers around what they really liked about products and, how they would develop them or optimize them given the chance. So obviously that's work that we do at Zahra to future-proof development of these products.